Hey guys, welcome back on my channel. Oh my god, so many things happened. Oh my god. Yeah, so obviously, as you know, as you saw the title, and this video I want to talk about the drama, the bans, and the macro situation, LG player, BlueStacks, whatever. I just want to give my point of view. I didn't want to make a video like, just after everything happened. I wanted to discuss with some people. I want to get some information. I just didn't want to make a video to get some views, but actually a video when I explain it properly, have some, checks have been done. I talked to some people from both ends. So, I just want to go over everything and reassure you in some cases, and in some cases, just give my personal opinion on the whole situation. But before we jump into the video, guys, like always, scroll down, click that follow button. It will really help me out to grow my channel and yeah, it just really helps me out, guys. And you will also know whenever I post a video. And there's a lot of videos coming out. Like I have a video about the patch notes. I have a huge summoning session that's coming, obviously for the new hero. I have like all the heroes because there's just so much videos coming by. So just click that follow button so you know when they come out. And yeah, so click that follow button, see you on my Discord, follow me on my Twitch. All the links are in the description, and let's jump into the video. So as you all know now, by now, yesterday we got a notification in the news channel on the official Discord from Ace that basically we cannot use macros scripts whatsoever anymore. Now, why is the drama there? Why would they have this message, first of all? So, in this video, hi guys, I'll be 100% honest with you, and I'll explain you exactly what's the drama behind it, what's the situation, etc., etc. So, first of all, when it comes to the basics, the macro scripts, whatever, auto clickers, whatever helped you to farm constantly while not being at your computer was technically per se forbidden. If you go into the terms and conditions of the game, it did stipulate that you cannot use anything that enchants your progress whatsoever. And obviously, you can agree to disagree. It might be understood that the macros, scripts, autoclickers were forbidden. Autoclickers for sure, because this is a third-party program, a plugin that you need to download. However, the question was more about macros, because the the emulators are 100% allowed by Awaken Chaos Era and the developers. They are the ones also that gave us the APK. They are the ones who pushed us to download BlueStacks, LG Player, whatsoever, to be able to play the game on the soft launch. And then they also made them even more promotions, in regards to LG Player, to download it, to play, whatever. The emulators are fine. This is all good. Most of us are using it. Even like if you're a YouTuber, you have to use it. It's just too annoying to film a video from your phone, regardless. So if we take what is said and what was said and is still said in the terms and conditions is that we cannot use anything that is a plugin, a third party, I don't know, program whatsoever. When it comes to macros, it's not per se a plugin. It's not a third party program. It is a functionality of the emulator. So if you have been doing macro, uh, you know, they would never tell you per se, yes, use macro, it's all good. They were always on the defense on it. They didn't want to talk about it. It was a taboo conversation. For those who just wanted to do it, etc., they just left it there and did macros. For some others, they were scared. There were some rumors that already people got banned because of macros, but there was never proof. All we had is rumors and the terms and conditions. So now we are in a situation where basically the developers never said yes, you can macro, no, you cannot macro, but we more or less knew that we can do it and we were doing it. the only criteria was don't speak about it, don't make videos about it. Like whoever wants to macro, they macro. That's it. Don't make a big deal about it. And till 2 days ago, everyone was doing it. Um, Guys, it's not a surprise, but any person who has a level 75 plus or even 70 plus and is playing since the soft launch and more specifically since the global launch was using macros. I did not get level 80 just by sitting in front of my computer and clicking repeat battles. Like, let's be honest. Uh, Macros per se, I don't see that as a cheat. I just see it as a something I could have used whenever I was at work, whenever I had my personal life, going out, whatsoever. Macro is basically used so you don't have to, so you can have a life. Let's say it like that. And obviously, all of us YouTubers, we kind of had to use it. You cannot play on two accounts, manage two accounts, especially when you open the new free-to-play account. It's just impossible. But regardless of all of this, obviously there are people who are pro macro and against macro. Against macro, obviously we have the players who just want to play on their phone, who want to play casually the game. People who per se don't want an emulator or don't or can't have an emulator, because to have an emulator and run the game you need to have minimum requirements when it comes to your computer or your laptop, so it's understandable. On the other hand, you had, I don't know, YouTubers, whales, etc., etc., or people just with, I don't know, people basically that wanted to have macro so they can macro and then they come back and then just play, etc., etc. And obviously, our line of defense was if we macro, it means we're gonna spend a lot of money. You cannot macro and not buy energy, especially once you start farming high level. Because high level, you start to farm, I don't know, 1 minute runs, or even if you're lucky with your champions, you can start even before. But let's say you're gonna start running raids, I don't know, 1 minute per run. And technically speaking, I was doing, I don't know, 300-400 runs per day. Without buying energy. So all the monthly packs, I had to buy them. All the energy weekly packs, I had to buy them. All the daily energy packs, I had to buy them. So you need to understand that for us to be able to macro, we had to spend money. So someone who doesn't spend money, regardless if he macros or no, he won't be able to do it at a scale we were doing it because we had to spend the money. You can't like the macro itself, it's just the first step. Any one of you could have, obviously I will go come back to it now, but no one can macro anymore, but I will get to there. But obviously you could everyone could have done macro. The problem is what happens after 2, 3, 4 hours is the energy block. And obviously, let's be honest, let's face it, unless you spend money, you cannot macro in this game. So yeah, the game is going on, the whales are macroing or not, the spenders who can afford energy, they do the macros, etc., etc. And then you have the normal players who just play casually on their phones, etc., who don't macro, and they are kind of offended that we can macro. Which, well, I don't understand because, like I said, if we macro, it basically means we can afford it in some kind of way. So I don't understand what's their problem because they will run eventually out of energy. Now, if you are a spender and you play on your phone and you cannot macro, I can understand the frustration because you just simply cannot outspend the energy without the macros, which is, I understand the frustration. And then, I mean, again, I never saw a ban. I never saw proof of a ban. We all heard like rumors of people getting banned, a streamer getting banned because he did a video on macro, etc., etc. Personally, I never saw proof of it, and I mean up to this post, I never saw proof of ban. So again, saying that macro was forbidden, but no one get banned, but someone said someone got banned. Like it was a very not sure ground, okay? It was really unsure. We didn't have clear answers, yes or no. I mean, yes, if you asked on the Discord, on the official general chat at Discord, can I macro? Obviously, no one ever said yes, you can macro. You will not find official public message from any mod developer whatsoever who said you can macro on the official Discord. Now, we get to the other part where basically Dart made the video about macros. I don't understand why. It's a really bold, I would even say stupid move because one, we know it's a taboo subject. We know more or less, yes, a lot of people are doing it, but no, we clearly see that the developers and moderators don't want to talk about it. So we should just have left it there. Who wants to macro, macro, who doesn't want to, etc. But macro, like Dart macro transactions had to do the video. I don't know why. Honestly, I don't understand what was the purpose of this video besides getting free views, or just going against the Ace community moderators, developers. It was just, I really don't understand what like why. Like it's not like you don't have guides whatsoever online on the internet how to do macros, right? Like why would you do that if you know that we should not talk about it, we should not mention it, like he does this video. Now his defense is, well, yes, they told me by private message we can do it. But if you check the private message, they clearly told him just don't do videos about it. Like they know that whales spend and they know that to keep the whales we have to use the energy. So and like no one got banned so far. Everyone was macroing, Fumo was macroing, so just let it go. The vibe was there, just leave it go. But no, Dark Microtransaction had to do the video, and there we are. The day after, the devs dropped the message. Everything is forbidden. You can't use macros, you can't use third-party programs, auto clickers, whatever you want. Everything is forbidden. Now, then we had the other videos in response to the devs. We had Dart with Kai writing, who did the video showing the messages, etc., etc. But honestly, I don't understand who gives a fuck. Like, why did you do the video in the first time? And now, if you're right or you're not right, it doesn't matter. It's just from. I mean, even if in his messages it was said, don't make a video about it. We had rumors that people who did video about it got already banned. So yeah, there you go. So as an overall personal opinion, I think that macro wasn't a bad thing per se for the economics of the game because it just pushed us whales to spend even more on the game. And as we know, if we spend money on the game will grow. If we don't spend money on the game, well, there is less money for the developers, etc. I mean, it's nothing new, guys. And now the issue is me as a whale or not a whale, whatever, I cannot technically spend all this energy on my own unless I sit for 16 hours in front of the PC. Like like face to what I spend on this game, face to all the energy, meal coupons I get, I will human me not be possible to spend it while having a real life next to it. It's just impossible, and this basically will stop pushing me from spending money. Like not like I already stopped spending money in sense of I was buying less packs to summon because I already have all the heroes and there's just no need for me to do it. So the only money I was spending was to get the energy, and whenever I had enough of diamonds, I just bought the summons and with the summons, but I was not buying summons per se. And now I don't even think I have to buy the energy anymore because I honestly I think that just from the arena trials etc. I'll be able to buy enough of meal coupons to sustain the time I play on this game now. But yeah, so yeah, that's the whole situation. You cannot uh, use macros, scripts, auto clickers anymore. Now, obviously, I had a discussion with the developers, and I asked them few questions. First of all, about the rumors, has anyone got banned? And the developers confirmed no one has been banned. Like, stop making fake news, stop creating panic in the chats or whatever. No one has been banned. Because again, yes, in the TNCs it said it's forbidden, but per se, it was up to interpretation. What do you mean by forbidden? Again, macro per se, if you have to go in front of the court and you get a lawyer, you will be able to win because a macro is not a plugin, it's not a third party, whatever. It's a functionality of the emulator, and the emulators are allowed. So again, it's up to interpretation, but now we have the clear message. If you use macros from now on, you will get banned. No one has been banned before. There is no proof. Everything we heard was just rumors or just talk around just to get some views and attention. But guys, no one should have been banned. And now the other question is, well, if I use macro so far, what will happen now? Like, they gonna scan me, see that I use macros, and that's it? I can stop playing? So no, this message is that from now on, you cannot use macros. So if you have used them before, you will not lose your account. It's from the moment that this message was posted, they might do some checks, they might check your account, do some random spot checks, and from this moment, from yesterday, if they found someone, if they spot someone with a macro, then yes, you might get banned. Now again, if you go into the message, they are saying that, the measures are not limited, that there are different grades of suspension, ban, whatever. Like, it doesn't mean that, straight away you're gonna get a ban. It really depends. But if you get banned now, today, tomorrow, in a week, in a month, because you used a macro, don't be surprised. So yeah, overall, I don't know. Overall opinion from my end, it's this whole situation is pointless and could have been avoided. This one video from Dart was unnecessary, and I don't know. It's not like he had 2,000 comments from people telling him, "Oh, please show us how to do a macro. Please, oh, please show." Like, no, stop it. Like, no. And then I don't know, it's just very stupid. Personally, I think that because of Dart, we cannot macro anymore, and it's just a shame. Like I said, the economy of the game will have a big hit. I'm guessing some people will still try to macro and see if they get banned or no. Personally, I just spent too much on this game, and my whole YouTube channel is around this game, so I cannot afford to lose this account. So I will just completely stop doing macro, but at the same time, I will just have less and less like characters review because it will just take me way more time to gather the resources, the glyphs, etc. Now, on the other hand, at least now everyone is on the same stage. Like, everyone will be farming at the same speed, more or less. Because again, if you are a whale, you're gonna farm faster than someone else, and if you are a whale, you can farm more than someone else. So if you were not a whale, if you didn't spend and you were playing on your phone, it won't change anything for you in regards to if we whale macro or not, because you after 200 runs, you wouldn't farm more anyway, and we obviously would just spend money. So again, I don't understand the problem there. But okay, so yeah, that's the situation. That's my point of view. And yeah, please leave comments. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? You can insult me if you want. I don't give a fuck. And yeah, again, guys, follow. A lot of videos are coming out. Obviously, we have a patch with like 20 buffs of 20 different heroes. So, there are gonna be a lot of videos from there. And yeah, we're also gonna try to get the new champion, guys. So yeah, follow, subscribe. All the links are in the description, and see you soon.